Hey y'all, like and follow. Like always, I appreciate y'all. Ignore the hat, supporting black business today. Or today, I'm making a video because I've seen a lot on X and Twitter today. I need black people to stop falling for white supremacy. So the video I seen was talking about how Africa is like so bummy and that white people are right that Africans can't do stuff together. But we have to understand that Africa was colonized literally up until the last 50, 60, 40 years, right? So like these people didn't really have an opportunity to build anything for themselves because they were colonized. Like South Africa, they didn't gain their independence until 1910, and they weren't officially free until 1994 when apartheid was over with. So 1994, Africa is free. Egypt, 1992. Libya, 1951, Ghana, 1957, Congo, 1960, Angola, 1975, Zimbabwe, 1980. So these countries were colonized up until this time. My parents are older than some of these countries, been free and having their independence. And we also have to remember, these countries were not picked by themselves, they were picked by their colonizers. So South Africa was just a group of tribes just out there living, and then they called it South Africa and made them join together. So why we be like there's a lot of tension and all that is because all these tribes that weren't together are now forced to be together. And another issue is the wealth in Africa is not very concentrated to the actual Africans. So as you can see, 45% of wealth in Africa is owned by foreign national corporations. So that's other companies coming in and taking control of all the resources. Another 20% is foreign government. So just like China and France, where they are controlling the resources of certain countries in Africa. So to this day, we have 25% by the political elite in Africa. So these are like these corrupt presidents that we know they have that are usually installed by these colonizing countries to corrupt the countries to keep them under colonization without colonizing them. And then you have the last 10%, which is the ordinary citizens. So we know Africa has all these vast natural resources to do everything with, but the people only control 10% of that wealth. How can we expect these people to industrialize and build other countries like America or Europe when they don't control their own wealth? It's controlled by outside people, and they just got their independence relatively recently. The slaves in America were freed in the 1860s. Some of these countries didn't even get free until over 100 years later, and we expect them to be absolutely on point. We have to be realistic. It's going to take time. We have to even get the wealth away from these foreign entities back into the African people so that they can actually spend the money on their country instead of sending it out. I've been to South Africa. I've seen what it's like in Africa. It's not just savages throwing spears at lions, running naked in mud huts and teepees. They walk into wells. That's not all of Africa. A lot of Africa is actually developed cities and all that, but you wouldn't know that if you listen to the white supremacy telling you. So black people, I need us to stop falling for the white supremacy. Do our own research and look. They don't have your best interest in mind. They want to demoralize you because the more demoralized you are, the more power they will have because you're going to give up and they're not going to give up. So stop giving up. We're doing better. We're coming together. We're only getting stronger.